Hey broskies, I just want to talk a little bit about today's trading. Today I had 3 take profit evaluation accounts. They were at $26,437, whatever it is. I just have to get to 26,500, right? It was at 26,400 something. So I was trying to mean revert my way there. Little bits and pieces. So I got close, caught close. All right, take small profits, and then bam, it just drops 10R in one direction. You won't be able to see it because I got it. This thing, TradeStation's undergoing some backup right now. Some backups, just storing my data. But this shit dropped 10R, flash crash downwards, and I was long trying to mean revert buy into more of a losing position. Just trying to get the hell out for the tiniest profit or just break even at this point. And it just kept on going against me, and I lost. All I needed was $50, yet I lose 1,500. Every time that thought goes in my head, it's just like, dude, come on, man. You just can't be that unlucky. What the hell? But the truth is you can, dude. In trading, you can. And you know what I did right after that? I was like, OMG, bro. Like, whatever. So I go to my other account and I press buy, you know? And I'm like asking myself, it dings in my head, bro. Of course it dings in my head. Because this matters so much to me. It dings in my head and say, how you handle this frustration is what your account is going to reflect. How you handle this situation. How do you handle this situation? And I'm like, all right, I cancel my orders. Cancel. Walk away from the computer with the feeling of the loss in my gut. It's just a wincing, aching, dull pain. And that's what a loss is, man. And that is how it happens. You know, I wasn't trading my system because it's a fucking evaluation. I just needed $50. Who cares? Evaluations don't cost that much, and it's not live money. It's just try to get to a funded account. But so that goes across my mind, but really it's you just can't let a bad trade throw you off balance, you know. And it happens, bro. Totally happens. But the topic of today was, I just wanted to show you, it's called going down to go up. Okay, incurring drawdown to go up. And you'll see here, I took a break, right? I just told you I took a break. It just sucks. Took a break. And I came back about probably 25 minutes later, and with a fresh sheet of paper as my starting fresh on my live account. And we're just going to trade the system, man. We're just going to trade the system. And in my system, I can mean revert when I think it's going to happen, but I can also trend. And what I ended up doing today was trending. It was a mean reverting day, but it was so ridiculous. And it was the last half an hour of the market. So I'm thinking that we're going to find something here. So that's what I ended up doing. We were risking 2 to make 6. You can see the risk column, reward column. I just want to show you how little my win rate is when I'm trending. I mean, I lost consistently. Look at how many losses I had. I lost 12 times and I won 3. I don't know what that rate is. 3 divided by 12. It's like 1 out of 4. Yeah, I should probably have known that. 25% win rate. That's a big boy. 25% win rate. What you know about that? Well, it's a profit, bro. We're profitable big time. You know why? Because we're risking small to make big. This doesn't always work, trust me. There's been times where this is all red, but in this case it did end up working. I just want to show you that I incurred drawdown to get ahead. I incurred drawdown, -1, -1, -1, -1, 6 times in a row until I finally found my 7R. And then it offsets that entire thing. Now I think it's trending bigger, so I'm going risking 1 to make 15. 1 to make 15? Are you crazy? Yeah, generally I am crazy, but I think it's fine risking 1 to make 15. I mean, I've seen it happen in the data. I just want to show you that this is, I'll show you risking 1 to make 15, and I'll show you the P&L. It doesn't always work, that's for sure. There's times where it's just so mean reverting, like today. This is the morning session. You can see that this graph, it goes down, right? It goes down. If you were trending, risking 1 to make 15, you'd be down money. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because this is the data that's actually on the market and the system that I'm trading. But in the middle session, you can see it sparked. It went up because it was trending. Huge movements. So in general, I don't know what's the afternoon going to be. It was so mean reverting. So I'm like, all right, last half an hour, I think we're going to get at least one 15R. And the truth be told, if you look at the innate probabilities, risking 1 to make 15, the odds on that is very small. To risking 1 to make 15, you're very unlikely to win. However, if you multiply them together, which is what a sequence of losses happen. So let's say if you're, flipping a coin, heads or tails. Okay, well, heads. Okay, it happens to be heads. Great. But what if heads lands 10 times in a row? What's the odds of it 10 times in a row? Those are way different odds, right? So I did risking 1 to make 15. Yes, the loss rate is huge. You want to know the loss rate? 1 minus 0.0625. 94% of the time you're going to lose. But if you trade 10 times in a row, what's the chances of that 94% happening 10 times in a row? Just play the numbers game, and if you do that multiplication, and you just do equals 0.9375, I think it was, to the 10th power, what do you get? A 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance of a 4R rolling in the next 10 trades. That's what it is. And it's not? Well, I already did. It is, because I already looked at 30,000 trades and did the math, and the math works out freaking even. It's unbelievable. It's fixed, bro. It's so fixed. It's just about the distribution. It's just about trends are happening, trends are not happening. It's not consistently every 10 there's a trend. It's just the distribution happens to be different, It's random and scattered, it seems like. However, I know inherently, blind, there's a 50-50 chance of there going to be a 15R, okay, in the next 10 trades. I'll take my odds because there's just been 20. There's just been 20 without a single 4R. I can't do anything yet. It's doing stuff. But it's just been 20 trades in a row. 20 trades in a row or so without one. And it's the end of the day. I love the end of the day. If there's going to be action, there should be something. And I was short biased anyways based on the chart, but I don't weigh that much. I go against my beliefs on the chart all the time. But so really, I don't know. I just trended and it happens to work. So trust me when I tell you Doesn't always work out like that. So I just wanted to show you it goes -2 and then up. Negative frickin' 6 and then bam, a 7. I'm actually technically positive 1R in that whole sequence. Like, that sucks. Yeah, it is stressful. Losing. I just commit to losing, and then I get surprised that I actually win, and that's what happened today. So this was, I traded, well, hopefully I make it in 10 trades, and it was 6 trades, and then on the 7th trade we make 15R. And in total, you make, I made 15R in total. So 14 is the loss. 14 is the loss. 28 is the win. And I won 25% of the time. So imagine that. Do I trade too much? No, not to me. I know when I'm trading too much. This is doable, I think. It's just a stop and reverse system. So it goes up, all right, I'm long. Goes down, all right, I'm short. So that's why there's so many trades. But if the market moves, we're likely to collect something. There's just, yeah. So that's what happened. I just wanted to share that. I just want to share the premise that going down to go up. That's how a high risk reward is, and everybody wants a high risk reward. I don't know why you'd want a high risk reward, because it's always, there's so much drawdown, and you're living throughout drawdown. You're constantly in drawdown, and if you don't capture the trend, what's all that work for? You just collected negative 5R or whatever. Oh, and I have to go somewhere and I miss a trend, and all that was for nothing. Like, I don't like that idea. I don't like the fear of missing out. I understand that, but you're waiting for the market to do something, or mean reverting, you're hoping the market doesn't do something. I mean, that's the two things that we have. Otherwise, you're going to be lost, or otherwise you're going to be in the 1R range where you're just betting on the ups and downs directionally. This is not on directionally, but yeah. So going down to go up is a system, man. That's the high risk reward. So, this is my funded account. It's doing all right. We made another one. So hopefully we're at $3,000 positive. I want to get to 10 grand before I request a payout. And so that's what I'm doing. We got a long ways to go. It's probably unlikely that I'll get there. Why do I say that? Is because, well, I'm a data guy, and based on my history, based on the data, I'm betting against myself, partner. You better show me. Brohansky. You better show me. And today you did, actually. You took that break right after a savage loss. I mean, all I needed was $50, and I fucking lose $1,500 on one trade. I wanted $50, dude. 50. Here's $1,500. Can I just have $50? Nope. They take the $1,500. I don't get $50. Because it just dropped 10R down. I'm like, dude, unreal. No, I wasn't accepting a loss because it's an eval. I was just hoping it goes back in my favor and just get out and move on. Because I do serious mode when it's a live funded account. That's what I did. And I proved it to myself again, which is a good thing. I've been proving it to myself. Really consistent with this funded account. All right. So I think I talked too much. Let's get going, mate. See ya. Peace.